Greetings, all of you real humans and definitely not imposters and mimics. Today we're going to be talking about The Thing. The Thing is a 1982 horror directed by John Carpenter. He's done a bunch of horrors, including Halloween, so I'm pretty confident in this man. All the actors are pretty good. They've been in a bunch of movies in their day. Since it's old, around the 80s, there's nothing I really recognize, but they are good. So what's the movie about? It starts off with a UFO crash landing on Earth. Off to a great start. Setting the scene, it's a research station in the middle of Antarctica. So we follow the Americans at this station and our main character, Mac. Mac and this other dude go out to another site nearby, I'm not sure what it is, and they go investigate some stuff. Everyone at that site is dead, and they find a big ice block that has been opened up, and they comment that whatever was in there was probably some kind of fossil or old animal that just kind of ran away. The site also has a pile of burned mass of some kind. They also commented that there is a man somewhere in there, so it's probably men and some dogs that have just been burned from whatever happened here. And I mentioned dogs because the American station has dogs as well. There's like sled dogs, you know. So Mac and the guy bring a sample back home, and they do a little bit of autopsy. It's definitely human, but their head looks like a Play-Doh head that's been pulled in half, some weird deformed stuff. It's very, very weird. Eventually, a creature attacks one of the dogs. Everyone in the team have the pleasure of witnessing the creature writhe and unfold before them. It's one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Luckily, they bring a flamethrower and torch the bitch. And an autopsy reveals that this monster can absorb and imitate life forms, which is why it was able to infiltrate as a dog and reveal itself and kill some dogs and whatnot. It was crazy. So the boys fly out with a chopper and find a spaceship, and they reckon it's been there for hundreds of thousands of years. Nearby, they find an empty piece of ice, just the size of the ice block at that destroyed station. Put two and two together, the thing is an alien. Back at the station, the thing kills and mimics one guy and runs off into the base. The rest of the team catch up and burn the imposter. I'm saying imposter like Among Us imposter, same thing. One guy in the team totally loses it. He destroys all the vehicles, communication equipment, kills the dogs. Now everyone is trapped and waiting for rescue. Eventually the team suspect someone in the group to be an imposter because this thing can mimic people, right? This is where the movie ramps up. It gets more tense, more scary. The thing eventually attacks a few people, obviously killing them. And at this point, there's only 4 men left. So they start blowing up the entire base so that they have a chance to kill this thing. Best case, it can't escape, and it freezes again somewhere for future generations to destroy it, hopefully. And so by the end of the movie, Mac is the last human standing. He hopefully finishes off the thing and sits in the cold, accepting his fate. And that's the movie. So The Thing is pretty scary. And not The Thing as in just the movie, I mean The Thing as the monster. You know, I couldn't have described it better myself. That's the perfect way to describe it. It's just a thing, you know. I don't think CGI could have made anything this scary. The Thing is an abomination. It's horrifying to see mangled and warped pieces of body parts like melted together. It's insane practical effects, or SFX. I'm blown away by this thing. And the idea of a monster that can mimic people is already scary enough, like a murder mystery, the whodunit, but the risk of everyone getting slaughtered instantly is it just creates a tense vibe throughout the whole movie. It's really cool. Apart from that, the story is basically non-existent. Horror movies seem to plant someone somewhere to just survive. Fair enough, I can't complain there. Why waste time getting to know the characters when you're just going to murder them gruesomely in the worst way possible? The music is pretty damn good. I think it fits so well, adding to suspense and the scares. The acting could have been better though. A lot of the time they just kind of stood there and looked at the creature while it kills someone. And then the next guy comes over with a flamethrower and like, oh, he's the only one actually doing anything. Apart from that, good job. So although that being said, I give this movie a 9 out of 10. The Thing is less jump scare and intense chases and more building suspense and shock horror. The shock horror coming from a human that was a hideous monster the whole time and revealed itself and claws come out and like crazy stuff. It's really, really cool. If you like horror movies, mysteries, even some alien sci-fi stuff, this one is for you. Side rant. I like how the Among Us game did super well because of COVID and all that. It managed to blow up. I just wish more people knew about this movie. It obviously inspired it. Well, probably inspired it. I mean, the imposter doesn't impersonate other people continuously. It's just like one set of rules, but that makes sense. It's just a game. In this movie, the threat follows them no matter what they do. It's really, really cool. I'm not sure if something came out before The Thing did that inspired The Thing, or if Among Us just took it from this movie. I have no clue. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.